Tigre, Lola, and I are on our way in our beast, the Turbo 206 from San Diego to Loretto. Beautiful flight, gorgeous, 1,500. And we also have a couple flights next week. One of them is going to be, in a couple weeks, is going to be a long distance flight from San Diego to Michigan. When we look at this in the CJ3, so when we look at that, we got 5 people, the 2 of us, so 7 souls on board. We try to figure out what's the best midpoint, because otherwise we do this, all we'd have is 400 pounds reserved with a fuel load. Using Textron CessNav program, looking at it here, we've got the people loaded on the flight. So once we do that, our maximum reserve is going to be 400 pounds. Way below what I like to land. I like 800 minimum if it's VFR, but really around 1,200 if there's any weather, at least around the area. Plus you have local alternates. So what Tigre and I are doing now is coming up, where's a good place to... So I have several criteria of where to stop. One is weather, right? You want to find a place that is going to be appropriate arrival and a departure. So you look at things like storms, you look at precipitation, whether it's rain, snow, etc. So that's one consideration. Another one, of course, is sometimes I like to try to get as far as I can toward the destination so that the passengers then have a shorter leg on that. That's always a nice way to do it. And other considerations I look at is fuel price, using fuel contract pricing such as World, AvFuel, and various other ones, but CAA we use a lot. So we look at those fuel prices. So we've got those factors. Then we also look at some other ones, such as elevation. If you're at high altitude in the jet, if you can land and get good fuel price, good weather, good airport, turnaround time at a higher elevation airport, you've saved yourself fuel. A, getting down to the airport, and B, after you depart, right? Because there's less altitude for you to climb. So you look at those considerations. The other things you have to consider, of course, the performance of the aircraft. So we're looking at runway length, we're looking at temperature, factors such as that. So a lot of factors at once. So what Tigre and I are doing, we're looking at a couple options. Right? From San Diego to Michigan. Options are Centennial, so that's Kilo Alpha Papa Alpha. That's a good airport. They've got CA pricing for now at TAC Air, so that's really good. Another nice airport that we like sort of midway is Pueblo. Pueblo is very good. So Pueblo is Kilo Papa Uniform Bravo. Not much traffic, decent elevation, about 4,000 or 5,000. I'm trying to remember what that is. A fast turn, plus they have good snacks. Always important. So that's nice, easy in and out, fast turn, probably get turned around 25 minutes and be on our way. So, and then I'll look in the Midwest. The Midwest this time of the year in the summer, a lot of just crazy weather. So it's a little different. We're still 2 weeks out, right? Roughly before we do this. So it's a long ways to plan, but at least a good idea to get some options. Cedar Rapids is nice, but the fuel prices are really high there. What I can do with ForeFlight, of course, is overlay my fuel prices. So Des Moines, the Des Moines area is good. Maybe look at that along the way. So it's really clever on ForeFlight, especially because it has that tool. Later on, we'll overlay more weather to be able to give us an idea. So, for example, here, zooming into Pueblo. Pueblo's here. Regretfully, in ForeFlight, sometimes the fuel prices are right smack dab on the airport. So the only way to really get it is to airport area, get the pop-up. Here, you can check that. See that flower, which is really basically the only FBO there, any size. Click on that, and it tells me my fuel price. So that's also very good to be able to do it. So that's a really handy tool. We could go, as I said, up to Arapahoe County, Centennial Airport. Fuel price is excellent down right. The issue with that is then they bring you down, come over the mountains, you got to drop down a lot and into the Denver area, and then there may be delays. All these considerations when you're for a fuel stop along the way. Another one is restaurants. For example, Dumas, Texas has amazing barbecue. Kilo, Delta, Uniform, X-Ray, except on Mondays. So I know that restaurant, they have good fuel price, fast turnaround, and really good barbecue, even if you're going to take it with you. So that's just a quick way to show you how we make fuel stop selections or flying on long trips cross country.